What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Tim Talks, the real estate show where we talk about real estate, life, especially life, and a little bit of everything else. Ethan, play the wailing, moaning, sad music today. No. Can we get like a violin version? Welcome back to another episode of Tim Talks. And I know for our 30 faithful listeners out there, there's some crushing news we're going to be delivering today. Devastating news, some might say. And, we're not going to tell the management here, but it's devastating news I've known for a month now.
For well before anyone else.
Well before anyone else knew. I was struggling to keep it together for the last few episodes that we've recorded.
You guys had no idea.
Yeah, I think I hinted at it last time we recorded.
Yeah, pretty strong hint. If you didn't get it last time, then that's on you.
Sometimes in life, you join a brokerage because they have a videographer. And sometimes that videographer decides that he's going to leave your state.
And he pieces out.
And if you're not picking up what I'm putting down by this point, our faithful co-host, even though he's never been officially the co-host.
I'm still filling in.
Yeah, you're still technically filling in for our old co-host until we found a new co-host, which was supposed to be Sean, and then Sean left as well.
It's a plague.
I'm picking up on a pattern here.
Something's happening.
Something's weird is happening here. But yes, Peanut Butter Boy, you're leaving.
I'm out of here. Going to Washington.
Tell us about that.
So, it all began. Well, my wife is from Washington.
It all began when I was a small child.
Age of 5. I was an orphan with no peanut butter. I was doomed from the start. No benefits. Anyway, so my wife's from Washington. We have been living in Oregon for 7 years now, and just kind of missing family, not being nearby, not where we want to be career-wise, and that's not possible in Oregon. It obviously is possible wherever you want it, but then we just did a lot of pros and cons listing, and because Heidi's a teacher, she has to schedule for a year at a time. And we're like, well, if we want to go to Washington at some point and like you see yourself being a teacher for a long period of time, the sooner we get to the next place that you're teaching at, the more connections you'll make, the more rapport you'll have with people, and just the farther you'll go. And then the longer we're in one place, the better off we'll be finding work and all that jazz. So might as well just pull the trigger and do it now. And if it is a terrible, terrible failure, we'll move back.
You broke my heart. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
Ethan, I'm actually super excited for you. It obviously, it's sad, right? Because, you just never want people to, when you enjoy being around people, you don't want them to leave.
Right.
That's
it's a bummer.
That's a compliment, it's a compliment for somebody to be kind of bummed out that you're leaving, but also at the same time, you deserve to make a lot more money. Damn it. And so, you being able to do this and kind of pursue a career that you've been interested in a while, that's what we've talked about on this show for a long time.
Right.
Is not being afraid to jump and not being afraid to kind of pursue something you've been passionate about for a while, not being afraid to say, hey, I don't really know what's underneath, but I'm going to still jump. And for that, I commend you, and I'm proud, I think that's awesome. I think you have a really bright future ahead of you. I'm just saying these things for the podcast. He knows how I actually feel. I think you have
a nice send off for the cameras.
Yeah, nice send off for the cameras. Off camera. God damn it, Ethan! Son of a bitch.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Here.
I need the evidence.
But no, I think this is definitely a jump for you guys.
Yeah.
You've lived in Newburgh for a while now, and you guys, Heidi's got a job here. Well, had a job here.
Until she
and you have a job here. And obviously Heidi's going to be doing exactly what she was doing here, which is teaching. But
right.
And this, who knows where this is going to take you? But it's a huge opportunity, and I think I'm just really excited that you're going to
you.
pursue something instead of doing what most people do, which is to just stay in a constant loop and circle of mediocrity and not enjoying what they're doing and hating their lives. And then they wake up one day and they're like, what the hell am I doing?
Like, I'm 50 and I've never liked this.
Yeah.
But there is a development in that story.
Oh.
There was randomly like 3. There was a government job, a city job, and a bank job that popped up that's like in the video field. That's still a little, that would be different than what I'm doing currently. So we applied, we'll see what happens. And it's at like the price point that is realistic.
Nice.
Yeah. So
okay, so you could still be in public service.
Yeah.
Is this the forensic thing?
So the forensic thing is I'm still on the eligibility list to be a forensic video analyst.
Yeah.
But the eligibility list is good for like 5 years or something. So between now and 5 years from now, I can get a call for an interview.
Wow,
for
are you serious?
Yeah.
That's wild, man. That's electric. It's it's like a Friday night in like June of 2026, and you're just like sitting there like watching a baseball game, and all of a sudden the dude's like, "Hey, remember me from 4 years ago?"
It's like I could be in totally different new life circumstance. He's like, "Hey, we got this job over."
Yeah, guess what? Our old dude died.
Yeah, exactly.
We need you to examine the video.
Check out the video. So that one feels like it's pretty far gone because like there was like a eligibility list and then like an interview list, and they said you didn't make the interview list this time around, but you're on our eligibility list, which rolls over for the next 5 years. And I'm like, I don't think the new guy is gonna quit within 5 years because it sounds like a pretty cushy job. So.
Sure.
Yeah, you never know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, it's cool. You got some opportunity. That's the biggest part is you have opportunity and you're not forced to move. You have it's an option for you. And but anyway, this is awesome. It's a huge opportunity for you. And so what a lot of you are probably wondering is, what's going to happen to the podcast without Peanut Butter Boy? Yeah. What are we going to do? Well, I think it's safe to say that it will not be the same. No matter what, it will not be the same without Peanut Butter Boy. With his, air guitar solos of the intro song, and his interesting takes on life in general, and just overall being a solid strong point of this podcast. It's gonna be no more. So it's that is gonna go away. We will still continue to have Tim Talks. The show must go on.
The show must go on. Always.
And we will have Tim Talks. We will have somebody else in that chair. And without further ado, it's time to make the second important announcement. Which is a welcome. I know who this is. Tell me this is on camera. Hello. And action. Pan to camera 2.
Testing.
That is not Ethan. That is not Peanut Butter Boy.
Hello, I am Peanut Butter Boy's older brother.
Actually, you guys could be related. I never even thought about it. And now that I'm looking at it, you both have glasses, you both have a beard, and you both kind of have the same comb over. You
it's
guys.
A cowlick, but yeah.
You guys could be. I thought a cowlick was.
It's when the hair goes like slightly a different direction, but that's the reason. Like,
that's why you.
That's why
you put it over.
Yeah, that and my receding hairline. But we're not here to talk about this.
No. Let's
that's sad
talk
moment
more.
number 6.
Let's talk more about that. No. Interesting. I once had a goat bite my hair, and yeah, that's a pretty hard statement to get out without laughing. I did. It's true. I had a goat bite my hair, and I thought that's why I had a cowlick, was because the goat permanently damaged my hair roots. Dang. But it turns out I'm just like every other male in America, and I just have, a cowlick and also maybe a receding hairline. I don't know. I can never really tell if my hairline is receding.
Did that goat biting happen at the tender age of 21 or something?
No, actually. No, the goat biting happened at age 6. 6? Okay. The goat running over happened at age 7. Nice. And the goat died at age 8.
Wow. Okay.
Circle. It's karma.
Yeah.
Yes.
And from then on, you knew you were going to be a real estate agent.
that was the first animal I killed.
It is decided.
No, the goat died of pneumonia. It was pretty sad, actually.
Dang.
I at the time, being 8 years old, did think it was kind of funny. That's a little sick and twisted.
Yeah, that's fine as long as it wasn't by your hand, you know.
The goat had children. I was holding one of the children.
Yeah.
The goat bit my hair because it thought that I was like trying to steal its child.
That makes sense.
1 year later, unrelated to the goat having the child, I was holding a milk pail.
Okay.
After the goat had been milked. The goat was a little bit crazy. Came around the corner like just like a bat out of hell, and that's the saying, right? Bat out of hell. Yeah. And I was just in its immediate line of sight, and just unstoppable object meets a very movable force.
Sure.
No, unstoppable. What is it? Immovable object. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. An unstoppable force met a very movable object. Me being the object.
Okay.
And I went down and concussion and stitches and all that good stuff.
That's 6.
And then, that's at 7. And then at age 8, the goat caught pneumonia and died.
Gotcha.
And I was like, vengeance.
Yeah, that's like karmic justice, right?
It really was.
Yeah,
it really was. I was probably the only one in the family who was not sad.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyway, I should probably introduce who's sitting in that chair. His name is Scott.
Hi, I'm Scott. Like we said, I am Ethan's older brother. I'll be taking over the position. Ethan is off to bigger, better things, making more money, and I was making no money, so I jumped on the opportunity. So, yeah.
You're making no money right now?
Well, once I leave this job.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I moved out here to Newburgh a couple years ago to go to Fox because, obviously my little brother had gone to Fox. And now he's headed to move into the downstairs apartment of our father-in-law. And that's where I used to reside 4 years ago. But I didn't expect that he was going to go and marry one of our good childhood friends, Heidi, his wife. So our sister. Our sister in Christ.
Oh, no. That's bad. All right. Anyways, moving on. Scott, I don't actually know what your last name is. What is your last name?
My last name is Gady.
Not Swihart?
Not Swihart, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're working on it. It's a whole like family lineage thing. It's way
it's
back.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Are those glasses real?
My glasses are real. I'm in fact quite blind without them.
Okay, so they're not blue light glasses.
They are not blue light glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of against blue light glasses. It's actually more harmful to you. Your body doesn't get. This is conjecture, by the way, total tinfoil hat theory. But my best estimation is that because you're depriving yourself of that blue light, if you go out into like your natural spaces, like outside and stuff, your body is not intaking nearly as much. Your eyes specifically.
Okay.
So I think during like the winter months, you're potentially going to be a little more seasonally sad.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know why, but I would just, because I just agree with other people, I would just agree with that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I don't think Juice WRLD is dead. That's my tinfoil hat theory.
Okay.
We could go into that in more detail later, but
yeah.
But,
how do you feel about the Little Tay incident?
Actually, I just heard about that last night.
It's really sad.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. Apparently they passed away. I don't know. They were a prominent YouTube rapper. So
Lil Tay. I thought that was the tiny kid that was like.
Yeah, she was like 14 or something.
Oh, like the flexing of the money. Did she actually die though?
She did.
Oh my,
yeah, that's really rough.
Add that to the list of things that make me sad.
Yep.
Well, yes, I saw my wife was on TikTok last night and I overheard. Well, I'll have to look that up later.
Okay.
Anyways, Juice WRLD. I don't think Juice WRLD is dead. I think he talked about in one of his songs faking his death. Like he said, one of the coolest. No, this is an interview, It was in one of his songs. He said he wouldn't make it past 21. And when did he die? A couple weeks before his 21st birthday.
True. True.
In that song, he also references John Lennon.
Okay.
And he died on the same day that John Lennon died.
Interesting. Okay.
And think about it. If you were to fake your own death,
Yeah.
where would you fake your own death? Personally, I would fake my own death in an airplane hangar with my closest friends and family who would agree that I had died. I would pay off the medical examiner who said I died.
Sure.
And I would ship myself off to an island. And that would match his statement that he made, which was it would be super cool to become super, super famous and then fake your own death for 10 years and then come back and drop the biggest album.
Yeah, but think about like the ramifications, because like if you're a U.S. citizen and you fake your own death, they're gonna come for you when you come back.
God, if you're Juice, we'll all be so happy he's back. By that time,
the height of his career. You're about to tell me Mac Miller faked his own death.
Nah, that's real. That one's real. Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
Real sad about that.
Rest in peace.
And XXX Tentacion.
Okay, not familiar.
Gone.
Yeah.
But think about it. By the time he comes back, that's roughly 7 years from now.
Sure. Yeah.
All the people in political office that would prosecute that. Those people will be those who listened to him.
That's fair.
And so they will be so excited that he's back. They won't care. True. He said it would be freaking rock star to just drop the world's greatest album after 10 years. My other question is, I understand, posthumous work, it's the thing, right? But how has he been dropping so many songs? I mean, we're 3 years down the line now and he's still coming out with music. Where is this music coming from?
That's fair. I could see that.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm pretty convinced he's not dead.
Okay. Nice.
Good stuff. Well,
Respect.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Think we should introduce a new segment. I think this will be Scott's segment. We'll call it Scott's segment. And it's where we introduce a new conspiracy theory every time.
Oh, great.
Every time on the show.
Yeah. It's going to be like the X-Files. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Ethan is a staunch flat earther.
Are you actually?
No.
Oh. We can start rumors on it. We can start rumors on it, too.
It's like...
I feel like the lore of this show could be so deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if we had budget...
Yeah.
We don't have budget. But
Well,
if we
didn't you
had
actually start one where you were going to talk about conspiracy theories?
It was a hot. Oh yeah, me and Ashley were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it would be good for every segment for us to come in and I'd come up with some form of just something. Something could be something small like like the moon landing was fake,
Our viewers at home, if
30
you
all
want to
30
reach
of them.
out with
Ideas.
Yep, we love ideas.
Ethan's sister, also your sister, is a devout listener.
Not the married one.
Not the married one. Not the one you married.
Not the one you married. No.
The other one.
Yeah.
Devout listener of the show.
Oh, really?
So she might
Okay.
actually, you could probably ask her.
About conspiracy theories as well.
Oh,
Hell
hell
yes.
yeah. We like that.
We have our target audience.
Yeah, we would
One.
love we would love to see, like, if you find another Ethan or myself out in the wild, take a photo, send it in. We'd love to see who we match up with. Our Mennonite brethren.
Are you Mennonite?
I am. Yeah. Technically.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
That's awesome. Melanie Mock, Melanie. You got to know Melanie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Is Melanie Mock a Mennonite?
Big time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made the very big mistake of on this show referring to her as Amish.
Oh.
I think that was borderline the most
Did she call in?
call in.
Yeah. Did she?
Oh, she was like, she was very kind about it.
Oh, okay.
She was on the
Gotcha.
show. We had her on the show as a
Oh,
guest.
nice.
As a guest.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
No, we don't have a feature where we can have people call in at this point. We're not that.
We're
not
getting
that
there.
good.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get in the comments.
Yeah. No. We had her on as a special guest.
Okay.
And at that point, I did refer to. I didn't actually call her Amish. I referred to several things. Like I think I said like rumspringa, which is a very Amish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They were all Amish things that I was talking about. She's like, I think you're thinking of Amish.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm like, you're absolutely right. Are they not one and the same? She's like, definitely not.
They're very different. Yeah.
Definitely not.
You know, my lineage is Mennonite, but I mean, by no means did I grow up, you know, with Mennonite traditions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My parents removed me from the whole like farm life.
Sure,
So,
sure. Is it allowed I can't remember which one is the one you have to have a beard, Amish or Mennonite?
I believe it's Amish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mennonites can or cannot have beards.
I think it's that they can use electricity, but I'm not sure.
This is good. I love how you say everything with such a straight face. This is good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We can really get into this. This is, wow. I had no idea our new stand-in, because you're not a co-host. You're still a stand-in for the original co-host, Ashley, who left like a year ago. So.
Yeah. No. I am everything that Ethan is, but 10 years more experienced.
Nice. Is this actually true?
Not with video, but
okay.
with just like too
Live?
much time on the internet.
Oh, okay.
And
Sure.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like that. It's gonna bring some real spice to the show. This is good.
They're putting chemicals in the water.
Next episode, Scott, we have to
Yeah,
save
yeah,
content,
sorry.
okay? Fluoride?
Yeah, chemtrail. I don't know about you, but
are we turning the frogs gay? That's an Alex. What is his name? Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
That's Alex Jones.
If we're gonna talk about Alex Jones, we might need to get my father on here.
Oh
you know?
no! Supporter or the opposite?
Just staunch conservative.
Oh yes.
Right wing Christian. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to January 6th next year. Sorry.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I like it. Same. Likewise. What's going on that day?
No idea.
Okay. All right. Moving on before we get fired. Before I have an ethics complaint with the Oregon Real Estate Board. We anytime we have a new person on, even if it's a guest or just especially a new person in the company, we like to ask one very, very important question.
Sure.
That question is, what is your greatest fear?
Oh, what is my greatest fear? I think the cop out for everyone is death, obviously.
Sure.
You know, I mean, it's an inevitability eventually, somewhere down the line. Don't know when. Might wake up tomorrow, might not. Who knows? But to live in that fear, I think is, I don't know. It's probably debilitating. You know,
Sure.
It doesn't help you out. So
Sure.
I think my next greatest fear is that I don't know. Whenever I see a red balloon, I think of Pennywise the clown. And so my greatest fear is that one day when I look out at those red balloons, that there will be a clown standing and like waving, like, and yeah, I mean, what's
the worst way you could imagine dying?
Oh my God.
We actually had that as one of our top five worst ways to die. The one that gets me every time is the rats. Like
getting eaten alive by rats.
Eaten alive by rats. That's a pretty bad one. I mean,
yeah.
Woo! Oh my goodness gracious. That flaying was on there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're drowning and by fire. Those were on the list. But
I always think about Ted in Breaking Bad, where he like trips and like snaps his neck and like ends up in a vegetative state. So I think about when I'm like walking through people's houses or clients' houses.
Sure.
When they're doing like home tours and stuff.
Yeah.
And just thinking that I'm like gonna trip and just like nail my like neck on like a beautiful coffee table.
That's
just
such a
gonna be
tall
like-
person fear.
Yeah.
That's such a tall person fear. I'm not gonna lie, I've never ever once been worried about that.
Yeah.
And that's because I'm a solid 5'8" and 3/4.
Yeah.
And you're probably chilling at a solid 6'3" or 6'4".
6'6".
6'6".
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
the apple fell far from the tree with Ethan, but that's okay. Sorry. My brother's great. I love him. I'm not gonna deny it.
The viewers can't see this, but my camera's about 7 inches lower than his camera.
Yeah, we're looking like pretty much at eye line, and his is like
looking down on me.
Yeah, it's like a 45-degree angle. So.
Yeah.
He's not actually in like our chairs are not proportional. Actually, his is smaller chairs. Yeah.
Well, Scott, this I can tell this is the beginning of a great new stand-in.
Yeah.
As you can see, Scott came very prepared for today's show. The dogs are out.
Woof woof.
I don't think
The Baja men often ask, "Who let the dogs out?"
the Baja men.
Scott let the dogs out.
Scott let the dogs out. And earlier Ethan joined us in his chair with the Mariners jersey on. You're wearing a rodeo shirt in honor of Jersey Thursday today, which was intentional, correct?
Yeah, this is my usual office attire. I do own jerseys though, so I will. I'll make sure to bring in some jerseys.
What's a good one? What's a good one you have?
I have a nice Bumgarner Giants jersey.
Giants fan?
Giants fan.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Giants fan.
Really? But
yes.
I was thinking you're a Mariner fan.
I like the Mariners.
Okay.
I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
So I have some loyalty there, and it's hard not to root for them when they won 3 championships in 5 years.
That's fair.
I actually just ordered a Brandon Crawford jersey.
Nice.
It's gonna be here soon. You what? Yeah, it's a fake. I can give you the link. It was $20.
Mine are unfortunately not fakes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
That's
the tough.
Like
reproduct. The
ones
that they sell.
The replica.
The ones that they sell at the stadium. But,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, if you're looking for official jerseys, like merch, that kind of stuff, I do know some people that
the fakes.
deal.
That deal in the black market
no,
of
like
jerseys.
the real ones. Like
really?
Yeah, signed and like
really.
Yeah, and you can get them in a frame and stuff like that. But
okay, so I'm putting
if you
together
want to wear them around, you can punch the glass.
I would not wear them around. I'm building my man cave right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking for memorabilia. So hit me
Sweet.
up with your guy. I'll bring him money.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. I think we can all agree also. Madison Bumgarner is greater than Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that's a hot take. I think if you want to disagree with me, you can, but look at them head to head in every single important matchup they had in the playoffs in that 5-year period.
That's fair. Yeah.
And Mad Bum took a fat dookie on him every single time.
Yeah, I'm okay with conceding to that fact.
Yeah, as a Giants fan, I would hope it's not too difficult for you to concede to that.
It's not at all. So. Yeah,
that's good. Scott, thank you for joining the show today.
Yeah,
we will have you on more, whether or not you like it. You are now an employee here.
Great.
Thank you for joining us today, and we'll take a quick break and come back, and we'll read our top 5 lists.
Sweet, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, today we are going to talk about, and it's quite fitting.
Yeah.
We do have to make it quick because I have to be at an appointment in 5 minutes. But
speedy.
top 5 things that make you sad.
Number 1,
Yeah.
remote slightly out of reach after I've like completely just like my body just shut down on the couch, and it's just like, dang it, one extra.
Yeah,
thing.
that makes
Pretty
me
sad.
really sad. My number 1 is Ethan leaving.
So sad.
What you gonna say to that, boy?
I guess I got my list. That was number 5 for me. Because
Okay.
number 1 is I'm gonna go all over the place. Distant friendships fading.
Oh yeah, that's tough. And you just kind of like, there's at one point where you were like so tight with them, and like you're like, nothing will ever break us apart, and then you just realize that like you're just not really close anymore.
Yeah, it's just like I've more convenient friends, and it's depressing.
Yeah, it is depressing. You look back and you're like, holy cow, how do we not talk anymore?
Yeah, and you meet up one time, you're like, this is great. We need to why don't we ever talk?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, bro. And then
it's probably gonna be you and I, Ethan.
That's what I fear. I hope not.
No. I'll still send you things to edit.
Let's go.
Number 2 for you.
Number 2, orphans without peanut butter.
I knew it was on there somewhere. For those of you who are horrified by what Ethan has just said, it is a flashback to one of his first appearances on the show, in which he said that the only thing sadder than So you said that not having peanut butter was sadder than being an orphan.
Yeah. Only thing sadder than not having peanut butter is being an orphan.
I think it was
Oh,
being an orphan was less sad than not having
Yes.
peanut butter. Yeah.
correct.
Number 2 is a serious one. Losing a loved one, not just, somebody dying, but also like a breakup or just like, estrangement of any kind of like the distant friendship fading.
Yeah,
Just like losing people in your life. That is very sad.
it's brutal.
It sounds like my number 1 and 2 are correlated. It's hard.
My number 3 is destructive, like cataclysmic, awful car
Yes.
issues.
Yes, that's sad.
I don't like when cars have issues and then it's just like, well, I got to figure out how I'm going to get to point A to point B. I don't know how much it's going to cost yet. And
Yeah.
Not fun.
Not fun. Number 3 for me, losing a bet. That's just so sad.
It is.
Or like your team losing. Those two kind of
Yeah.
combined. But losing a bet is really bad.
Team losing while you're there, like
Yeah.
in person.
Or if
the
you
worst.
bet on your own team and they lose.
Yeah.
That's just
Brutal.
some things you can't recover from.
My next one is staying on a new pair of clothes while my wife is nearby. Like,
Stain.
yeah,
Oh,
if I stain something, I'm like pretty bummed. If it's like something newer, and I'm like, dang it. But especially if Heidi's around, I'm like, this is gonna be bad.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, brutal.
Number 4, a client buys with another realtor. Arguably the saddest. Arguably the saddest.
That is rough.
It's happened to me one time, and I still have nightmares about it.
Only one time. That's
Only
pretty
one
good. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. All right, number 4.
Well, I got the remote out of reach one already. I think I did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's all 5. Somehow.
There's no way.
Distant friendships, orphans, car issues, stains, remote out of reach.
How'd you get so far ahead of me?
I don't know. I think we might have miscounted
I think we
somewhere.
miscounted.
Then I also did 2 in one go. Anyway.
Yes. Okay, my final one. Looking forward to something, and it doesn't happen.
As a kid,
Brutal.
that happened a lot, and now I just
Oh.
don't look forward to anything.
Yeah, it like hardened you.
Yeah.
But like as a kid, like hell yeah, we're going on this trip, and then like it gets canceled.
Yeah. Or like,
Just-
you have friends coming over, and then their mom's like, just
So you
kidding.
can't come
I'm
over.
like,
yeah. Or like going for a sleepover. Sorry, he ended up being sick. You're like,
yeah. It's like, come on.
It's just so much pain. It's like, yeah.
A lot rides on those like
really does.
few moments.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good top 5. Before we leave, countdown. Got your number?
Got it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, 6.
12. Wow.
Ooh, that was
That was the
close.
closest we've been so
That
far.
was the closest we've been so far.
I almost went 3, which is interesting that way. 3, 6, 12.
Yeah. Biblical numbers. Oh, no.
The world's ending.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Tim Talks. This is not the Farewell Ethan show. It is the farewell announcement show.
Exactly.
We will have a Farewell Ethan show in which we'll share the greatest Ethan moments of our podcast. There have been quite a few of them.
Wonderful.
And we will have that at some point. But anyways, hope you have a great week, guys. We'll be back with a more structured episode next week that is less sad. and have a great week. Kill it out there. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, the drill. You guys know it. Have a great week. Ethan, outro music.
Try and take it from me. Take it